Welcome back to the Cryptic Galapagos. Over the past few episodes, I've been redesigning some of my previous concepts. We've looked at the Rhinoceros, the titan of the Earthshells, and the Crocodilus, the ambush defender of the floodplains. Both are iconic, both are respected, but today's variant is different. This isn't a story of honor or legacy. This is the path taken when all the others are closed. Today, we'll be redesigning the Arma variant, the evolution that begins with rejection. The Arma was originally inspired by armadillo, reclusive and resilient. Mechanic-wise, still the main reference, but in this redesign I've pulled more inspiration from Armour dinosaurs, specifically Ankylosaurus, creatures of immense defense, wielding blunt force and strong armor. The result is an iguana unlike any other, one that was never meant to stand tall, but learned to survive by absorbing the punches. The Arma's path is not chosen. It is a destination for every marine iguana who failed the trials of the Rhinoceros and Crocodilus, and even the barbalus variants. These variants are built for defense, but for glory, Arma candidates, they're just sent away and outcasted. They're expelled to the dry lands, a sun-blasted expanse, to the volcanic ridges of the Galapagos Islands, where heat sweeps up through from the earth itself. These lands are dotted with ancient natural hotspots, pockets of geothermal soil where some Earthshell mother tortoises choose to lay their eggs. But these volcanic sites are miles from where the hatchlings are raised, which means that there are no warriors, no guards, no protection to the eggs. These eggs are also seen as outcasts, sharing the same fate as the iguanas that were sent there. But iguanas may not discriminate on the locations of these nests. Since the nests are left exposed, that's where the iguana outcasts are sent, not as punishment, but as a final test. There, the failed iguanas meet someone unexpected, a younger Earthshell named Brenu. He is too young to command, at only 78 years of age, but he believes something most elders do not, that even the discarded can still evolve and change. He leads the outcast to the trial of hard work and endurance. The main reason why the Earthshell elders are so torn with these outcasted candidates is that they've completed the Earth Core trial. Why can they not pass the second trial? With Brenu as their only hope, they are sent to the heart of the drylands. Here is where you will have to complete the second trial of the Arma, called the Counter Trial. Here you must defend the volcanic nesting grounds from waves of scavengers, in particular a clan of green iguanas who seek out multiple sources of nutrition. They aren't locals on the Galapagos, but just like many other species, they have established themselves here long ago to the point where their origin is not even in question anymore. The drylands has formed part of their territory, and anything inside their territory is fair game. So this being the case, inflicting attacks on them is seen as an act of war. So, all you can do is block and push. Using your tail, counter the green iguana's tail attacks, which they are known for, delay their advances, protect the perimeter, let even a few eggs be captured and it's over. Defend these nests for 5 waves to complete the trial. Because of the perpetual tail lashes, the claw and bite attacks you had to endure, your iguana will begin to change. Your dorsal spines, once rigid and upright, move, then re-emerge laterally, forming bony protrusions along the sides of your tail. The tail rudder thickens, heavy and stiff. You can feel the weight in your stance. You become a proto-Arma, heftier, still exposed, but now carrying the first weapon you didn't ask for, the club. Trial 3, the shellwood trial, is the last step to complete your redemption. You must escort the newborn hatchlings through the drylands, a windswept broken land full of unseen threats. The baby tortoises walk slow, but predators are fast. Your job is not to lead, but to protect the back of the clutch. And when things spiral out of control, drop into a defensive mode. A curled armor stance that renders you nearly impenetrable. But it comes with a cost. a long cooldown. Misuse it and you might lose the herd. For this trial, you'll have to counter every attack without taking damage even once. If you make it across and the hatchlings scurry to the established nesting grounds, your evolution completes. Your skin ossifies into interlocking osteoderms, a living mosaic of jagged scales. The tail club grows heavier, now with protruding thagomizers, blunt, crushing spikes designed to shatter bone and armor alike. Your crest, initially a set of small head spines, merges into a single ram plate, thick enough to stop a charge or drive enemies back with a headbutt. No longer are you cast aside, you are an unstoppable force. And when enemies' blades bend, when their projectiles run dry, and the target they aim towards is still standing, they know exactly what they're facing: the Arma Iguana. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Arma. This evolution is a bit more emotional compared to the others, with the redemption arc and all that. It was very fun redesigning this guy, especially adding the club and rethinking the scales, but please let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, thank you to everyone that watches the content, and a massive thanks to my Patreons, the colony members, the guardians, commanders and elites. Your support makes this world possible. Next up is the last Earthshell evolution, the barbalus variant, defense and attack. That one was the hardest to design. Check in on that video to see how the barbalus iguana turns out. Like and subscribe if you want to see this world grow, and thanks for watching.